Pieces of advice I think everyone should listen to at least once in their lifetime. Every day, focus on mind, body, and soul. For your mind, you can read books, you can learn new languages, you can play brain games, anything to get your mind going. For body, you can go to the gym, you can do a light workout, yoga, any form of exercise, even strength training to keep the body moving and going. And number 3, for your soul, you should definitely do things that make your soul light up, that make you truly happy. You could always do meditation, you could always pray, you could always do whatever feels right to you, whatever you feel your soul is telling you to do. It will thank you. Satisfy your soul, not society. Why are we still people pleasing in 2025? Genuinely. One person doesn't like the color red, the next person loves the color red. Who are we pleasing? Everyone is going to love and hate something. People's opinion changes so quickly. Today they love you, tomorrow they hate you, then they love you again. Might as well be yourself. Because you'll soon realize the more you try to please people, you can't. Because who are you going to please? One person likes this thing, the other person doesn't like it. What are you going to do? Who are you going to please? One person doesn't like when you put your hair up, another person loves it when you do it. Again, who are you going to please? Are you going to keep putting your hair up? Like, for example, maybe you like high ponytails and you have a friend that hates them and a friend that loves them. Who are you going to listen to? Are you going to keep doing them and just remain true to yourself? Or are you going to listen to the one that hates them because somehow you're scared of their opinion? The answer is be true to yourself. There's always going to be people that love you. There's always going to be people that hate you. Find the ones that love you, that cherish you. And when I say you, I'm talking about the real you, the authentic you, and stick to them. It's okay for people to not like you. Let them fall away. They're irrelevant. Life is too short for you to miss out on opportunities. Life is too short for you to live a life that you are unhappy living. Even if it might not look like it right now, you are the creator of your own life, and you have to change first for things around you to change. If you never change, life around you isn't going to change. It's easy to talk about all the dreams that you have, but it's another thing to actually take action towards them for them to actually come through. No matter what, keep going. Consistency is key. Whatever your goal is, make sure you're taking one step every single day towards that goal. Trust me, it will take you far. It will take you very, very far if you remain consistent every single day. Even if you miss out on days, some days that's okay. As long as you keep going, never stop. As long as you keep going, even if you fail once, it's not the end. You truly fail when you fully give up, not when you miss out on a day. Perspective is everything. You could have the same situation happen to a pessimist and to an optimist, and they could both see it in different ways. I mean, say they struggle, the pessimist would say, oh, life is always filled with struggles, life just hates me, I'm so unlucky. Versus the optimist would see the struggle as a challenge, not even as a struggle, be like, okay, the universe gave me a challenge so that I can become stronger, more mentally resilient, and better. Again, it is all about your perspective. It is, and I have been that pessimist years ago where I genuinely thought that I'm a victim and that life doesn't like me. And ever since changing my perspective to each thing that happens to me, no matter whether it's good or bad, I always see it as a learning opportunity. I always tell myself, what can I learn from this? How can I gain from this? How can I benefit from this? What is the solution? I started to stop looking at problems and making excuses for them, and I start looking at the problem with the solution in my head already there. Instead of focusing on the problems and creating excuses, we focus on solutions because we want to solve the problems. If there's something that you really want to do, but you are scared to do it because of maybe anxiety, what will people think of me, general anxiety, I want you to think of 80-year-old you, 90-year-old you. What would they think? You're too scared to ask someone out on a date. You're too scared to go bungee jump. You're too scared to just live your life and have fun. You're too scared to take on that job offer you think you're not even that good for. But who cares? Like, you have to start thinking of that older version of you in your 60s, 70s, 80s. Would they regret that decision, that opportunity you're missing out on, or would they not care about it? It's like, will the future you regret this opportunity? Once you're older, will you regret it or not? Because sure, maybe some things you might not regret. Well, there are some opportunities that are just too right for you to miss out on, but maybe anxiety is in the way, and you need to see yourself from that lens. Like, imagine tomorrow you're just gonna turn 80 years old. What would you do that you might not have the same capabilities of doing when you're older? Like, you should never take your youth for granted. You should never miss out on opportunities that you truly want out of anxiety, out of what would people think of me. You have to live for yourself and keep that future you in mind. What would they do? Would they regret it or would they not?